We're live. Hey.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning. How are you?
We are live. It's good to be here with you and a few people out here making all this happen. That's for sure. All right. Very good. Well, another Sunday morning. Wasn't quite as hot, though.
Wasn't quite as hot.
Not this week.
No.
A little
Yesterday
better?
Was pretty nice. It was in the, it rained and cooled off. It was in the 80s or something.
All right.
Like
So
that.
I was out of town yesterday. So did it actually rain here?
Well, it kind of drizzled in the afternoon.
Right. Well, I was surprised by some things as I woke up this morning and looked. I'd been a little out of touch of news and stuff yesterday, and I realized there's a hurricane that came ashore, like what, North Padre Island area or something like that.
Yeah.
So, man, I was hoping we'd get some weather out of that. I don't know if we are, but that's probably what's kind of stirring things up a little bit and giving us overcast and everything like that. So
we got a couple people on.
Very
good morning,
good.
people. Heather, Michael, hey. Ken says, nice haircut. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Whoa,
careful.
They changed my stool, and so I almost fell off.
And then Rachel says that we're matching today.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't even plan.
I didn't know. We don't plan anything like that. So yeah, wardrobe is something we haven't planned at all. Right.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Hey.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here this morning. I do have a question to kind of kick us off.
Yeah.
In other words, we just love these conversational questions. It reminds me of what you might ask somebody, or just a conversation we might have, like pre-service, before church kind of thing. And so I'm kind of interested in this because I think it's important for us. It's also healthy for us to remember. It says, okay, if COVID hadn't happened, what's a trip you would have taken this summer or kind of since? What's a trip you would have taken that you ended up not taking, or it was dramatically changed because of that? So, and I just think, one, it's good to say, dang, we lost that, or maybe, had to delay it or something like that. It's okay to admit that. We continue to move on. Everybody's moving on, and that's a good thing. But it's good to say, wow, and I'm kind of interested, what trips or vacations or something you had to reschedule or delay? Yeah. What trip would you have taken if COVID hadn't happened? That's our question for today. So, do you have one of those? Actually, hold it here. You didn't take the same trip as far as honeymoon goes, as I'm thinking, but.
Yeah, we had a honeymoon plan to go to the Caribbean. Curacao, I think, is one of the big, I guess, one of the 3 ABC islands, and we didn't do that. We had this cool Airbnb with all this.
You ended up staying in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, we stayed in Wisconsin. We stayed in Door County, and you know what? It was just as good. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's really what's cool is when we have a loss like that, maybe didn't get to go somewhere, but to be able to see, and I appreciate your attitude, the redemptive nature. God redeems things. He does, and give them back. So I think probably one trip, and I know that we would have taken, and I count it one of those in the lost category because of COVID, was our daughter graduated from graduate school in New York. And so we had this really cool trip planned in May to go to New York and spend a week and go through her graduation, celebrate that with her, plus enjoy New York together. Dawn and I had not done that. And so that was one trip that, would have done that. Dawn and I hope we still typically go to Colorado, and we have a son up there now in the summer, and we've delayed that. So we hope still we can still do that. We hope that some of the redemption there is that kind of goes September, October time frame, and see fall colors in Colorado. We've never gone that time of the year. So anyway, we hope for that. So are we getting any ideas? Any thoughts?
Yeah, we're getting lots of good comments.
Trips you would have taken.
Weekend trip to Galveston. We would have, Rachel comments the honeymoon also.
Good.
Kelly says Anna Maria Island in Florida.
Ooh.
Ken says would have went to California. Oh, Katie.
Really?
The 30th anniversary cruise was canceled. I'm so sorry about that. That is so sad.
30th anniversary cruise. Oh my goodness, cruise. Okay,
yeah.
all right. So, a wedding anniversary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luther tour with the Passion Play in Germany.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Do you who was that? Do you mind?
Mike Latier.
Oh wow. I had completely forgotten about. So is the whole Passion Play, somebody write in that Oberammergau Passion Play that happens every 10 years, and it's been going on forever. was the whole season just canceled because of that? I'm assuming it was. And there were several people from Point of Grace going, I completely forgot about that. So, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Fredericksburg, pecans and strawberries instead of a road trip to, trip to Durango.
Oh, yes. Some good Colorado cool. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, just to remind everybody, as you're answering the question, what trip did you miss out on or lose or because of having to reschedule because of COVID? It's a good question, but we're kind of here to pre-service for this, 11 o'clock, pog.church, and click on there, and you can just go to pog.church. And even for something like this, anytime we do a live thing, there is a live button on our main menu, and you hit there, and then you can watch this stuff.
And what's so cool now is we are upgrading in the online world.
Okay.
Because we are
Explain that to me. I know what we're doing, kind of, but what does it mean?
So we're doing simultaneous streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo now. Because and in the past we've only been on Facebook for our live streaming stuff.
Okay.
But now anytime we go live, we're also on YouTube and Facebook and Vimeo. And if you have a preference, and if you know someone that doesn't have a Facebook account,
right,
this is a really awesome thing. And so it's there for as many people as
good.
can.
So it's on different venues.
Yeah.
The chatting function, being able to communicate through the chat and everything, is that primarily a Facebook thing right now, as far as like what you're looking at?
Yeah, so you can comment on, I'm not sure about Vimeo, but on Facebook and YouTube, I definitely, you can.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
So 11 o'clock, we go to pog.church again and have the button and all the resources too. So not only worship, that's where we worship, and you got some choices of where to go to the worship service that's been put together just for you. But also the other resources. Tell me a little bit about the children's stuff. Some cool stuff has been happening there.
Yeah, we have some awesome stuff. So on Michelle Turnipseed is putting together some really, really great children's ministry options up to 5th grade. They're on our website, and you can scroll down past where you would see the services, and the links are right there. And they're so good that we actually, last week we did them, the older kid one with the middle school kids, and I just had a blast doing it.
Right.
There's songs and games and activities, crafts, questions, really, really, really engaging questions and topics.
Right.
I can't speak highly enough about
what's going on there.
What's going on for kids.
So they go to the website.
Yes.
To access that. Okay. Good deal.
So it's on the main page. You just scroll down. You'll see buttons to go to the worship services and sermon resources, and then right below that, there's 2 buttons for the children's ministry activities.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So in lieu of, I love the fact that Michelle especially, but y'all have just really poured into that because there's no Vacation Bible School this year, right? And so this is a little bit our salute by enhancing our Sunday resource, our weekly resources there, and it has that feel.
It does have that feel, and it's
Vacation Bible School stuff.
It incorporates a lot of the songs or the characters or.
Right.
So if you're missing out on VBS, this is a good.
Right. Every week get a little dose, right? And so it's very convenient. You just figure it out as a family when to do that, but that could be a Sunday afternoon activity. Hey, we're going to do kids resources. We're going to watch the service now as a family and then do kids resources at X time. And I can't encourage more intentionality with regards to, again, weekly rhythms of worship. It is online now, but also for children's ministry. I know that Dawn and I we'll do this here, and then by the time I get home, and we'll get distracted sometime or have some other commitment, like she was traveling to see our daughter last week, and so we talked about this morning, we have to be very intentional. Okay, we're going to do church now because we know our hearts need that. But you know, we talked about how hard that is.
It's hard. Yeah.
So.
It's hard. Yeah.
Any other trips coming to us here? Any in the chat?
Mike responds about it. So the Luther tour with the Passion Play postponed till 2022.
Okay.
Is what he commented. People were going to go to the Smoky Mountain.
Oh. Smoky Mountains.
Galveston. Michelle comments, the middle school mission trip to Brookshire.
That was a miss.
That was a big one, yeah.
That was a miss.
That was sad.
Right. Excellent. And I know that a lot of our kids were going to be heading down to Camp Lone Star for the, and then that didn't work out. So I've got a thought or two as we go in. When we talk about worship today, we're in the Psalms.
Yeah.
And so we step into a different psalm today, and it's very helpful. It reminded me, first of all, I was sitting there this week reminding me how much I need connection with God through the Psalms because of the ways my heart was pulled. On the one hand, I'd like to share that Dawn and I became grandparents again for the fifth time. Our son and his wife had a baby this week, so it was a great joy. We got to go down and not go to the hospital or anything, but take care of their other kids while they were in the hospital, and then we did get to see the baby, and so it's just really when they came home, and so that was a great joy. And then put together with that, I was also moving our youngest daughter, who got done with that graduate school, and now starting her first job up in the Fort Worth area. And so yesterday I spent time moving her into her apartment, and we worked this week on all that. So that's great family stuff. And then I check in with a little bit with the news today, and I heard there was a shooting in Austin last night as part of one of the protests and stuff. And it's like, oh, do we need any more anxiety? And then, I don't know, just open up the political spectrum. It's just so crazy right now, and then we have the hurricane coming in, so it just reminded me of how fluid life is. Yeah, you got a joy, and then you got I thought about this morning, about the constant of God. I need that constant. And so today, through the Psalm 34 we're going to talk about today, there's an invitation to just step into the constant and worship, and just my heart needs something it can count on. And it was just a refresh of why this is really, really good for me today. And because life's crazy.
Yeah, I remember I was reading the Psalm Friday, in preparation for everything.
Right.
And just reading through, I was like, this is a great psalm. And I'm sure I've read it before, but hitting it on Friday, there's a line that says, let's worship together.
Let's worship together.
And that was like, yes, there we go. It's awesome.
Right. Yeah, come, let's worship together. It's just so huge. So in just a minute or so at 11 o'clock, and then one of these great guys is going to make sure that thing goes live on all the different places it needs to go live. We're a few minutes away. And we have some good trip ideas. What I love hearing about what people were planning was, whoa, I want to do that, And I'd completely forgot about that passion play thing, about how much the world has changed and how much I need that constant in God. So I hope you'll just, engage in worship today, and engage in the community that you're connected with more personally, but and engage with your constant. Jesus.
It's awesome.
All right, great kids resources.
Great kids resources. Yeah.
I think it's about time.
It is about time.
It is close to time. Okay, good. Andrew, love your haircut, by the way.
Thank you.
I made a comment. I didn't get one.
No.
I'm getting there, though. I need another one. It would be my second COVID cut. So.
Yeah, this is my second one.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. And let's go to worship. Pog.church and hit the button.
All right. See you there.